Hello, my host squad. I know this has been such a long time since this has happened, but that's right. I am doing a collab. This lovely, sweet young thing reached out to me and said she would like to do a collab with me, and I was like, yes. I watch her all the time, and I think she's just such a darling. And her name is GoddessNay. If you have never watched her, please make sure you go watch her. Her information is in the description box, along with the video that goes with this collab. Now, we're doing something a little different. We are doing a premiere collab. So you are watching me now. If you're watching me in the premiere on Tuesday, we are watching this. And then what we're going to do is, as soon as this premiere is over, at 9:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, we are going to then go over to her premiere, which I think I put a redirect in here, but I'm going to see if it works. But yeah, so we can all hang out and chat with Nay during her premiere. So please, if you're watching this during the premiere on Tuesday, come on and hang out and meet. If you don't know GoddessNay, go ahead and meet Nay. And watch her give her vibe to this subject we're doing, which of course is, as you can tell, is about affordable date night perfumes. You know, I believe in luxury on all levels, on all price points. So of course this is part of my luxury on the budget series. So we're going to be talking about just delectable. Some of them you might not even know about, date night perfumes that are under $50. So this is the first part of our collab. Make sure you watch the second part of our collab with GoddessNay. All right, so as you can see, it is nighttime, and I thought we should bring the lights down just a little bit as we talk about these beautiful, sexy, sensual date night fragrances that are affordable to under $50. I will try to tell you where to find them right now, where you can find them at a good price. Some unfortunately, a couple of them they aren't available right now, but never you mind, we're going to talk about them anyway. All right, so let's get started. So we're going to start out with the queen of affordable to me, and this is of course from Elizabeth Arden. This is Always Red. Whoo, she looks bad. Can I kiss some of these? Give me a second. Oh, you see how windy it is? Do y'all see how it looks out there? You know, there is something about like a juicy, deep berry vibe. You know, some vanillas, things like that. That is what Always Red is giving you. It is this juicy, deep, vanilla, berry vibe. I was about to say vanilla. No, it is berries, and they're just like they smell like just the perfectly ripe fruit. It smells like the perfectly ripe berry salad, you know, where it's like, you know, a little raspberry, a little strawberry, just a very beautiful fruity vibe. And then it dries down and it has a nice little ambery, musky vibe. Yeah, that is Always Red. Under $20. This is like perfect if you just, you know, let's just be honest. Sometimes we just need to have something in our collection that we could just grab. We can spray it, overspray, whatever we want to do, is spray it on the bed, however we want to deal with it, and it won't be costing us too much to do it. So that is Elizabeth Arden, Always Red. Then we have this. Now right now this is out of stock, but I'm going to show it to you anyway. This is Anna Sui La Nuit de Boheme. This is the black edition. There is another color that I want, but this is the black one. This is a really beautiful, now first off, you know, the Anna Sui bottles, they're either over the top, too much, or they're just really girly, feminine, perfect for your vanity. And this is a perfect vanity bottle, right? First off, let's just talk about that. And then you put it on and, you know, you spray it on, you know, liberally. Let's be liberal with our sprays. And you get this gorgeous floral, powdery floral with a little bit of sweetness in it. Now, real honestly, this is a at-home cuddling, either watching movies or doing some other things fragrance, because it doesn't last, it doesn't project super far out, but it does have a gorgeous, gorgeous powdery elegance to it. So that is La Nuit de Boheme, the black, obviously the black bottle by Anna Sui. Now we have this, and I just bought this on a whim because I like the bottle, and then I looked up the notes. I said, okay, these notes aren't bad, and for the price, it was okay to try it, right? This is Christina Aguilera's Violet Noir. That has passion fruit in it, very fruity, very floral. The passion fruit is just so juicy in your face. Then it's got your florals in it. So this will have you smelling delicious. One of the things that I think about date nights, you want to smell scrumptious, right? We don't want to smell necessarily too ladylike. Usually we want to have a little sexiness about us. We want to have a little that will draw your date in. And one of the things that draws people in is if you smell like food, especially sweet food, like dessert. This has a very fruity, the passion fruit gives it a little bit of sourness, but yet it still has that juicy fruit, which makes it so interesting, and will have your partner, your date, like, oh, you smell good. Never knowing that this was under $20. So this is Christina Aguilera's Violet Noir. Now, another one that I love, but is more for date nights at home, or just where you're gonna be closer and you don't need to project out too far, and that is Goldea the Robe Absolute. This is a plum fragrance. Now, I'm so used to my plums being deep, rich, you know, project out. This is a more gentle plum, but it's still sexy. So it has a sexiness about it because it's got the plum, it's got vanilla. It's a very beautifully sexy, sensual vibe, but it's like a plum light. So if some of the plums are just a little too much for you, they're a little too deep, they're a little too rich, but you like the scent of plum, try Goldea the Robe Absolute, because it is still a sexy date night fragrance. It's just on a little bit lighter plum note, softer, let's say softer plum note. So that is Goldea the Robe Absolute. Next up is this one. People don't talk about this, and I don't know why. This is The Body Shop's Black Musk. Now this is a classic. If you know The Body Shop, this is their musk, but it is a darker, deeper, more sensual musk. So if you know their white musk, which is a very clean musk, very, you know, it's a very easy reach, everyday vibe. This is definitely a black musk. It is definitely dark and rich and sensual. There's a sensualness about the black musk. It has been around forever. I had forgot about it until I actually went to the store one time. No, I was looking up something online. I was looking up something on The Body Shop, and I was like, I forgot all about this, because this was like, honestly, this was one of my first like sexy fragrances when I was young, when I thought I was doing it, you know. Yeah, I probably was like 16, 17 years old, living in California with my sister, hanging out in Berkeley and going to the little body shop, and yeah, loving this. So there's this dark, plummy, sensual vibe to it. It is so underrated. Really, no one talks about it, and yet it smells so sexy, just in a almost classic vibe, but it's classic Body Shop. So if you're ever like hung out at the Body Shop years ago, when it was really popular. This is that classic sexy musk that they have. So this is the Body Shop's Black Musk. Gonna be pulling her out. Gonna be pulling her out. All right. Now, I've been talking about this one over and over again. So I'm just going to bring her out because this has been my, oh my gosh, she's so sexy since the beginning of summer. And you can get this big old tester bottle on Fragrance X for like, I think under $30. But this is Karmala Absolute. Now, this is a Francis Kurkdjian creation. I be telling y'all, Kurkdjian, you ain't got to get MFK to get good fragrances that he has made. This is Karmala Absolute. This is this juicy, in the beginning it's like this juicy orange citrusy vibe. It's got bergamot in it. So it's got this really citrusy vibe to it, but then it's a floral. And the interesting thing is that the floral, the citrus stays in it, but it's sort of like orange juice. It's not tart, it's juicy and sweet. And so that it makes it just something that is so good on the skin, and it lasts and it projects. This is a strong, sexy fragrance. And the reason why I say it's sexy because it has a little citrusy, juicy sweetness, but then the florals are just sing out, and they're just the sensual like garden of florals that are on you. So that is Karmala Absolute. I'm telling y'all, you need to get it. I'm just going to throw this one out here because everybody's talking about it. And voila, this is so good. This is so good. Male, either gender, you're going to be sexy and gorgeous. And your day's going to be like, okay, anyway. This is, of course, Khamrah by Lattafa. Now, this should be under 50. But because this is like the it fragrance right now, everybody's trying to get their hands on it. And it is selling out within a few minutes of people finding out. I mean, literally. Fragrance by has been holding CA, has been having around 32, 33. I promise y'all, it ain't lasting a few hours on that. Once the word gets out that it's out, they got it, people are snatching this. So the prices might go up, but if you can snatch it, get it. Because if you like the angel share vibe, this is it. Y'all know Lattafa don't play when they come for somebody. So this is Khamrah. And of course, I have a whole dedicated video to it. I guess I'll put it in the cards. But you know I always lie and say I'm going to do that and it never happens. Okay. If that ain't the truth. And the truth that you need to just tell about yourself. All right, this one. I have not pulled this out in forever. And I know I am going... Let me get a date this winter time. Let me just go out someplace where I'm going to be around a bunch of people other than family. I'm wearing this. I am wearing Club de Nuit Intense by Armaf. This is the for woman version. Now, we will forget that this is one of the most ugly bottles ever. It looks like a big old brick with some kind of ugly 70s gold chain. We gonna bypass all of that. But we're going to talk about the fragrance itself. The fragrance itself. The fragrance itself is bad girl sexy. It is rose. It is oud. It is spicy. And let me tell you something. Don't overspray this. The first time I got this and I decided to wear it because I had heard about it. I was like, oh, I want to get it. And I put it on and I oversprayed it. I was in the car this wintertime. Y'all, I thought I was going to choke on this. But choke in a good way. But yeah, this is like this deep, dark, bad girl. This is for when you're going to be doing some dark deeds. You about to turn somebody out. Y'all know, don't act like y'all don't know what I'm talking about. Let me just go on and do it correctly. This is perfect. A dark night with dark deeds, like tonight when the wind is blowing and you put the candlelight on and you have plans for your lover, and when your lover gets there, you're going to do things to them that they have only dreamed about. That I'm sorry, I'm kind of getting off in this ASMR thing. That hurt my throat though. For real, for real. Okay. I'm gonna... I'm sorry, I just couldn't help myself. I'm sorry, it was just there. It happened. I'm sorry. Okay. So let's go on. Now, you know, everybody's into cherry, and cherry is a sexy date night vibe. It is a sexy date night vibe. And I know everybody's talking about love fest, burning fest, cherry, whatever. And we talk about lost cherry and things. But I don't understand why we forget about this and act like we have to spend all this money to get this sexy cherry vibe. And I'm talking about Guerlain's Black La Petite Noir Black Perfecto. Come on now. This right here is such a delicious cherry with almond, with the leather. It is just a tough, sexy cherry for date night. This is perfect. And you can get these for little or nothing. Now I need to get another one of these because I just don't want it to be gone and I'll be stuck without it, because this is a sexy, dark, mysterious cherry, especially for the winter time. So this is La Petite Robe Noir Black Perfecto. All right, now we have this right here. This is Dolce Gabbana The One Essence. You can find this on FragranceNet for under $50. I think you get the tester with the cap for like $30-something. Now this is a delicious peach. When you put it on, it's this delicious peach, and the peach is so just juicy. It's that like ripe peach, and as it dries down, it has a little amber. It gets a little ambery and a little musky and a little vanilla, and so you have this like peachy like vanilla sweetness. This I adore. You see, I have actually been using it, you know, because we know that I don't always use things, but I do spray this a lot. And now let me say this, I have to watch when I first spray it because it does get up in my nose, but I like it. But it's just like this just juicy sweet peach that gets in my nose, and I'm like, yes, it smells so good. But yeah, so this is just a delightful peach vanilla with white florals in it. So it's a white floral with peaches and vanilla. It's so good. Next up is this one. Now, I had to get this on eBay. It's not on like the other gray markets, but you can find it on eBay from anywhere from $20 to $30. And this is Reem Acra. Now, people sleep on Reem. People sleep on Reem, but Reem Acra is of course a bridal dress designer, and this in particular is just this beautiful white floral, a little spicy, a little ambery. It is very classically elegant. This is one of those you go into, you know, a 5-star restaurant, steakhouse, seafood place, wherever you're going, where you're going to be dressed in your little black dress, your heels, and you are going to be crossing your legs and being very elegant while being sexy. That is Reem Acra. That is when you wear Reem Acra. So that is Reem Acra. Then we have this one. I think this is almost the last one. Yes, this is almost the last one, and I have one that I want to mention, but unfortunately it's hard to find. This is Haramain Oudh Al Uni. This is it's got pineapple, it's got apple, and it's got other fruits. It's got a little spiciness to it. It is a really kind of spicy, fruity vibe. Now why I'm saying this is because it has a little floral in it, but really it's about the spicy fruits, kind of like I've said before, like about 1804, almost like a cooked stewed fruit. So it's got the spiciness, and then it's got these fruits. It's got apples, it's got pineapples. It's just a really delicious smelling Middle Eastern fragrance. It has a definite Middle Eastern vibe to it. It is definitely that genre. So it's thick, and it's strong and it projects and it lasts, but it is this just sugary, sweet, fruity, slightly spicy, kind of stewed. You know how how when you cook like an apple with some spices, or you have a pineapple and you cook it in the oven, like especially if you do it with ham, and you have that really sweetness. Now it's not as bright, but it's like just a more deeper sweetness. That is what Oudh Al Uni is. It's that deep sweetness with some spices. So that is Oudh Al Uni, and it smells delicious on the skin. Now that was the last one that I was going to do, but I did pull out this one as an honorable mention. And the reason why I did is because I really love it, but it's hard to find now. It is discontinued, of course, and it rarely shows up anymore. Matter of fact, I saw it like it was a brand new fragrance. It came up on FragranceNet. I got it then. I've only seen it come up like once or twice since then. So this is Roberto Cavalli's Deep Desire. Now it's in this type of one of these bottles, because you know he has the different types, and this is like the Noir Absolute and a few others that he does. Now this one is sensuous. This has a cacao note in it, an orange blossom. Damn, this is good. It's sweet. It's got that orange blossom sweet, but then it has this kind of chocolatey nuance to it that makes it just like, oh, you smell. If you like a really good orange blossom, this is perfect, because this is a orange blossom in your face, you know, on the lines of like an Elisab orange blossom, along with this beautiful chocolatey nuance. And then it dries down. It's got some vanilla in it, sweet. This is so underrated. No one, I mean, it's like when it came out, it came and went so fast. I don't think anybody really knew about it. Like I said, I just happened to see it, saw the notes. I saw it on FragranceNet. It was a good price. I bought it. If it comes, it's usually under $50, because it's just not popular at all. So this is Roberto Cavalli's Deep Desire. I mean, look at that bottle. It just says sexy, doesn't it? If you like L'Antre de Melissima, the orange blossom in that is similar to the orange blossom in this, but this is just a little chocolatey vibe to it. All right, and that is it for our Luxury on a Budget, the date night edition, and this collab with GoddessNay. Thank you so much, Nay, for inviting me to do this collab with you. I do enjoy it and appreciate your wanting to do something with me. Once again, if you're watching this and you've come this far, make sure that you go and check out Nay and watch her video and tell her that LuuLuu sent you. All right, as always, it's your LuuLuu. Be bold, be brave, be fearless, be free. Talk to you later.